The right thing to do is get a dish, then your breakfast. Show his gratitude. Instead of sitting in the Tommy opens the gate and closing the gate after her. Now meet Jimmy, a raven. Not an ordinary raven by any means, but one with exceptional intelligence. Hen's eggs are his favorite food. Wise hens stay in their cribs when ravens are around, for ravens may be intelligent, but they're also mischievous. Here's where Mrs. Cackler makes a mistake. So and this unusual picture shows a raven actually robbing a hen's nest. His beak is strong, but he's careful not to exert too much pressure so as to break the egg. Off he goes through the air. No fried, boiled, or poached eggs for him. He'll take his a la naturel, and he does. In captivity, the raven makes an amusing and very intelligent pet. Take Jimmy, for instance. He wants to do everything his trainer does. For instance, Jimmy is intrigued by the typewriter, and he wants to try a hand, or a beak, at it right away. "Okay, Jimmy," says Curly Twyford, who spent many years patiently training the bird. "Let's see what you can do." There's my name, Jimmy. Maybe I stutter a little, but there it is. Jimmy has other tricks, things that he's seen Mr. Twyford do. And with this most peculiar instinct of wanting to emulate man's actions, he does them. For instance, there's that budget bank. When the slot on top is too small for the coin, there's only one thing to do. Ring up the cash register and open the drawer. There you are. But the job isn't finished yet. Now meet Pete, owned and trained by Captain R.H. Luxford. Pete is a penguin out for a stroll. Like Tommy the dog, Pete has learned how to manipulate gates. Just where he's headed for now, he isn't telling. Pete isn't one of those Arctic birds. He's from the Galapagos Islands down near the equator, and he doesn't mind the heat. Nor does he mind anything but his own business. Of course, if he meets a friend, he has no objection to passing the time of day, but he knows where he's going and doesn't stop to gossip. Here's one thing Pete doesn't like: going downstairs. He can't fly down because his wings are useless for flight, but he'll negotiate the steps somehow. It's still hard to figure out just where Pete is going, but he's on his way. Now here's something. Without the help of a traffic policeman or stop signals, he's going to cross the street. It's a long walk and a tricky one, but nothing seems to bother him. And for good reason. Penguins have no natural enemies. They instinctively fear nothing. Not even a blitz dog. No, bring them on as big as you want. Nothing phases Pete. In the open again, and still far from his objective. No more. At last, the secret is out. Pete is on his way to dinner. White shirt, long tails, and everything but a high hat to make it formal. Here's the place for a regular meal, and fish is Pete's favorite food. Now the proposition is to attract attention, and there's more than one way to do that. Success. What do you say? Now you're doing something. Let's have a fat one. Oh boy, that's good. So we leave Pete the penguin, still begging for food. This lion's name is Jackie, but don't let that fool you. The gentleman who is just about to take his life in his hands, or give it to the lion, is Melvin of California. Melvin is a nice fellow, but he has selected a profession that he can have all alone. When Jackie was a little cub, he was taught this trick of picking up a basket and taking it to his trainer. He's 3 years old now, and he does it as gently as when he was a cub. Think of teaching a full-grown lion the trick of playing what we call dead dog. Well, that's what Melvin has done. First, he calls Jackie to come close. Then he fires a blank cartridge directly between Jackie's eyes. And Jackie, perfectly trained, lies down and plays dead. But the most thrilling and amazing part of Melvin's performance is yet to come. Hold your breath, because this fight is in earnest. Stop, shouts Melvin, and Jackie stops immediately. Now that the rough stuff has been disposed of, it's time they made friends again. It's time to cuddle and get comfortable. Oh, yeah? But not for us. We'd rather talk about it.